Good morning everyone. I am slowly and surely making my way down to Bullsbridge Tesco's. What I'm going to do is just pick up some crap en route, and then what I will do when I have got there is do a little introduction, and you'll see what my plan is for today. In the meantime, I'm just slowly and surely making my way down there, picking up bits en route if I can get them, which I can. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. I'll see you down at Bullsbridge Tesco's in a moment. Right guys, I've made it to Bullsbridge Tesco's. Welcome to day 4 of the Magnificent 7. Well, the traffic around here is absolutely gridlocked. There must be something going on, but my main aim, guys, is to do the other side of the subway today, which I've done with Chili back at the start of the new year. I'm on my own today, so I've got sort of 3 bags coming down here, nearly 3, but you can see it's really filthy. Look at all this left here. So what I'm going to do is have a brief 10-minute clean up here, guys. I'm not going to get too distracted by this because I could be here forever, and I've just not been down here for a few weeks, and one thing and another. So I'm going to have a clean up around here, guys, stash all the bags here, and then my main aim is to do the other side. So without any further ado, let's get to work. Right guys, so let me tell you what's going on here, why it's particularly dirty. I came here about 8 weeks ago and done a massive clean up, and by massive I think I got about 25 bags out of this area. Didn't do the other side of the subway because that's a sort of once a year jobby. I tend to only stick to this side of the subway. Anyway, to cut a short story long, what I done was I left all the bags here, and I messaged Umi, and I said, Umi love, would you just report that to the thingy council for me, here, Hounslow Council? She said, yeah, sure, do it right now. Are they in the usual spot? I said, yeah, they are, love, yeah. Anyway, I think it was a Friday, so obviously they were there for the weekend, and I didn't fret about that. But then, about a week later, I was going to work with Mrs. O, and the sort of bags were still there, so I said to Mrs. O, I'll message Umi again. I'll say she can just give them a reminder. But again, it was Friday, so now I noticed people have added crap to it as well. You know the saying, rubbish attracts rubbish. And I was like, all right, okay, leave it now, it'll go next week. Maybe they've got a 2-week rota for it, I just wasn't sure. Anyway, about another 6 days after that, I came down here to do another litter pick. Sort of walked down from my house down to Bullsbridge Tesco's, picked up unlimited amounts of crap like usual, and then cleaned up all this area. But the bags, be quiet, giving my arse headache. The bags were still here. So now I've got about 25 bags sitting right there. Now I'm adding about another 15 to it. So the pile is like flipping Mount Everest. So I reported it to Umi again. I said, oh Umi, I went down to Bullsbridge Tesco's. I said, however, I've picked up all this now, but I said the pile from a few weeks ago is still there as well. I said, as it's like a Thursday, you think you could just send them another email and just tell them what's there? I gave them photos. She said, of course I will, haven't they picked it up? I said, no love, they haven't, no. You know, I'm not blaming her, I mean, she's only doing me a favour, as I am not a Hounslow resident. But oh, the bloody thing here, whatever's going on, everyone's getting the right arseache with it. Oh look, got someone over there who thinks he's stereo, whole world needs to hear it, look. It's alright mate, turn it up, they couldn't quite hear it in flipping Tottenham. Anyway guys, I'm digressing. Not going to do too much of this today, I'm just going to clean up this front patch. I'll save it for another time. When I get back from my second fishing trip this year. Crikey, it's the Rozzers. Anyway, so I told you I was... It's not the Rozzers, it's an ambulance, it's an ambulance. I told you I was going to cut a short story long. So, Umi reported these piles, the first one twice, and then the second one once. But obviously reported the first one again. Let's change this bag, guys. Well, they just sat here weeks, guys. A week went past, they weren't collected. Another week went past, they weren't collected. Another week went past, they weren't collected. And I thought, well, I'm not asking Umi, I'm not going to keep stressing her out like it's her fault. I just thought they'll collect them eventually, but you could see rubbish being piled on top of it. People just thought, oh well, that dump's still there, I'll add my crap to it, and it just became a vicious circle basically. So there were bags here for weeks, and I mean absolutely weeks, and eventually they've gone, but all they've done is picked up the bags. They've not picked up all the crap that just got spewed everywhere. Wankers in wankers. Right guys, I'm just going to run along a bit of this line and a bit here. I'm not going to do too much here, so I'll catch you in a minute along this fence line. Tease me, baby, till I lose control. Trying to keep your spirits up here at the moment, guys. Believe it or not, although this is quite bad, it's worse on the other side. Worse? How could it be worse? So, but as I said, I'm not going to go mad here today. I'm just going to have a little bit of a litter pick. And just get some bits and bobs, shall we say. I'm only prepared to get one more bag after this, no matter what. No matter how tidy or how untidy it looks. I've got a hell of a job on the other side, and when you see it, you're going to think, shit in hell. Yeah, it's one of them, I'm afraid. On my own as well. Not considering the fact that I've already been out the best part of an hour, I would think. Let's get that side of the fence for the moment, it's safer. I've probably already been out an hour. So this is number 4, guys, of the Magnificent 7, and I know these are going to be released just before Christmas. Then I've got one, you're going to get a little rest from me over Christmas this year. I've got one planned for New Year, and on that there is an announcement. An announcement. So that's going to come out New Year's Day. Just decided that this Magnificent 7, which I'll run up to Christmas with, will be my last videos of the year. You ain't had a bad run out of me this year, guys. You've had the best part of about 90 videos this year, with March Madness and fantastic February, and oh, give it a rest, mate, sake. So yes guys, so this is the plan. All these cans are 10 pence, 20 pence, 30 pence, 50 pence, 60 pence, 70 pence, 80 pence, 90 pence. Oh, I made 90p if there was a return scheme. Tell you one thing, I wish I could make 10 pence that quickly. I'd be a zillionaire. This time next year, Rodders, we'll be zillionaires. Right guys, I'm not going to do any more filming once this bag's full on this side. I'm going to save all the filming now for the other side, so just leave me to it. As I said, I'm going to do another bag no matter what, and then I'll just show you the pile, and then we'll go over to the other side, which is a real shit storm, to say the least. Okay guys, shit storm is the word of the day, because it really is a shit storm. So I'll meet you on the other side. wanna go. I'll come back for them. I've got to go and dump the bag. Just was counting cans, guys, and if I got 10 pence for every one, just in this side alone, I'd have nearly 7 quid, honestly. But that's going to do for this side, guys. As I said, I'll just pile the bags up here real quick, tie this up, then I'm going to put a couple of fresh, but I'll give it up, mate, give it up. I'm going to put some fresh bags on the trolley, and then I'm basically going to walk under the subway and just start tidying up as we go, and then I will meet you on the other side, guys. So 6 bags for the moment. Right, guys, I've come the other side of the subway, and as you can see, it's like landfill. Look at it. So me and Chili cleaned this between Christmas and New Year. Look at it. It's just like absolute landfill. I don't think I'm going to get all this done on my own. Well, I could do, but I don't want to be here 10 hours. I've already been out about an hour and a half. Look, everywhere you look, guys, just landfill, landfill, landfill. Absolute, look, I'm going to walk a bit further along, but the fence starts getting higher. Look, it's like landfill. It's like I've gone to the dump at Airfield. Just looked over the wall. Utterly disgusting. Utterly disgusting. But I am as hard as nails, and I'm going to give it a good bash. Let's put it that way. I'm going to give it a good bash. I've got small dick with me today, just in case. I think for the moment I'm just going to start bagging up all the big stuff, guys. So wish me luck. Let's get to work again properly. Get out of the way. Oh, dear. Right, guys, I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest. There's just so much crap. Oh dear, look at this. It's unbelievable. Utterly unbelievable. I could have probably done with Chili and Walk Littlest and a few others. The Binfluencer. I'm trying to think of others. The waste guy, I forget his name. Sorry, mate. I know you do comment from time to time on my channel. I forgot your name. Oh dear, look at this. I'm going to count cans though, guys. I'm counting cans. Not counting sheep, counting cans. See how much I'm going to get from the can renewal scheme. If it ever happens, I'll be long gone by then. No, not long gone in my box. Just long gone from, oh blighty. Oh dear, what a dump. What an absolute dump. Right, whilst I'm doing this, guys, I'm just going to keep coming in and out, because I did bring the spare battery today, but I could go through 10 batteries cleaning this. So what I'm going to have to do is just turn the GoPro off from time to time, just so I can get all the footage. Whew, stinks. Absolutely stinks. So yes, guys, I'm just going to keep digging out what I can. Get this first bit done. And then I need some bags. And then I'm just going to keep battling it. And I'll take my bag thing off this for the moment. Oh dear. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. As you can see, guys, I've whipped out small dick. Oh dear, I love playing with small dick. Just love it. I love it, I love it. Buster came round the other day. Mrs O had a little barbecue, just a small one. We didn't invite loads. We just invited a few. About 10. With 10 of us with the family members. And I'm gonna go up and get that one, mate. Anyway, Buster's like, yes, he was on a tangent. Buster was, who's the best tennis player ever? Who's the best runner ever? Who's the best Olympian ever? Who's the best flipping whatever ever? Who's the best football player ever? So you had to give your opinions and why. So, right guys, whilst having a lovely chat to this gentleman there who's just walking off, I dug out all the crap here that I could reach. There's a couple of bits in there, I just can't quite get to them. I can get to that bit though. Didn't see that, I had my head down. So I'm going to pick all this up, and then I'm just going to start making my way this way a bit and start getting some of this as well. So I am winning, but it's a battle, to say the least. It's a battle. Right guys, as I start to pick up this huge pile that I've dug out, this is just the first section, believe it or not. Just the first section. This is going to take 5 or 6 bags just to bag this up. I've already done one. So yeah, Buster came round to the barbecue. Who's the best Olympian? So my neighbour Rod said, oh, I think it's one of these swimmers. And Buster's like, well, yes, 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 yes. So whoever it was, I think it was Mark Thorpe or something, Australian swimmer, I seem to recall. Might be wrong, he might have been American, I can't remember, but I think he was called the Thorpedo. I'm sure he was an Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! That's for all you Aussies out there. Anyway, he says, yes, but the problem is with swimming is there's the 100 metres this way, the 100 metres this way, the 100 metres this way, and the 100 metres this way, and then so he said a lot of those medals are devalued because there's lots of different things, which I suppose in a way he does have a point. He said, so I said, well, who do you think's the best Olympian ever then? And then he said, Usain Bolt. I said, yeah, but by your own strategy, Buster, Usain Bolt got a lot of relay medals. Although, yeah, he won the 100 and the 200 for, I think, for 3 consecutive Olympics. And so he certainly won in Beijing, and he certainly won in London. And I'm sure he won in Rio. I filled another bag. I'll come back to you guys with my riveting conversation. So I said to Buster, yeah, the problem is, Buster, I said, Usain Bolt, yeah, he did win them, and it'd be hard pressed to say he wasn't the best Olympian ever. I accept that, but I said, by your own strategy, you know, oh yeah, but he won X amount of gold medals. I said, yeah, but then some of them were relay medals, weren't they? So you've just said earlier, you know, it devalues it by being all these different things. And then, oh, I think someone else mentioned, what's his name? Steve Redgrave, who won 5 gold medals in 5 different Olympics. And Buster said, yes, but that was a team event. That was a team event. So a little bit devalued by being a team event. So I said to Buster, well, yeah, but then you could say Usain Bolt's relay medals are now a little bit devalued because that is a team event, isn't it, Buster? I said, you can't have it both ways. You can't be a little bit pregnant, Buster. You're either pregnant or you're not. You can't be a little bit pregnant. He starts mumbling then. So, you know, but yeah, so that was his thing. So I'll tell you who I picked in a minute, guys. I'll tell you who I picked in a minute. Just want to keep filling these bags in the meantime. Right, guys, I'm getting to the end of this first pile. There's then a second pile, and then I go sort of beyond the fence line. How much of that I get, I don't know. I'll certainly clean the second pile down to the ground as well. But how much I get beyond that, it just depends how long I'm here. I'm already getting bloody hot. Just murder a cup of tea. Absolutely murder a bleeding dapple turnover as well. I've not had one of them for ages. Well, a couple of weeks anyway. To me, that's ages, guys. A couple of weeks without an apple turnover is ages. So, oh yeah, I could do with all the help I could get here today. I was actually thinking, oh, I wonder who could help me. I could get Remco over from the Netherlands. Come on, beam over, Remco, beam over. and others. I'm going to put that in there, that's bloody heavy. Let's just finish this off, guys. Let's put this bag with this pile. At least this area is now a lot cleaner, I'm happy with that. And I will now move on to the second section, which is behind me. Guys, I've moved on to the next part of it, what I'm going to call phase 2. I'm counting cans at the moment. See how much I would get if I got, crikey, it's the Rosars. See how much I would get if I got 10p a can. At the moment, as we stand, I've done, hang on a minute, there's the thing. 216 cans in this area so far, guys. That'd be £21 and 60p. Is that a pissy one? Oh yes, a lovely pissy one. I love a pissy one. So what I'm going to do, guys, is just stand amongst this for the moment. Another one. Stand amongst this and get what I can. It does sort of get a little bit easier. The pile isn't quite as high. So whilst I'm just doing it, let me just tell you about the conversation still with Buster, because I'm digressing. So anyway, after much debate, he said to me, who's the greatest tennis player ever? And I said, well, I don't just base it on Grand Slams and whatnot, but I'd have to say, for me personally, I'd say Pete Sampras. He's who I would consider the best player ever, Pistol Pete. Then it was who was the best footballer ever. That was an easy one. I just said that's Pele. He's won 3 World Cups. He scored something like 1,200 odd goals. I mean, his record is just unmatched. Pele. I said, you know, he said who was the best Olympian ever. So I don't know, this is the one I still, in the end I did agree with him on Usain Bolt, if I'm being honest. I sort of said, yeah, I'd be hard pushed. I think the athletics are the creme de la creme of the Olympics, if I'm being honest. And I know I was an athlete and probably have a certain bias, but I just think some of these things are subject to people's, like diving is subject to people's interpretation, isn't it? Ice skating and whatnot. So, well, I think with some of the sports that are just, you know, determined by the winner, it's no one's opinion, you know, it's just determined by a winner. So I would say Bolt probably, yeah, although I did say Carl Lewis would be up there as well with a long jump and whatnot, but I just slightly give it to Bolt. There was a couple of others. He asked a couple of sports that I've absolutely no idea about. Best basketball player ever. I don't watch basketball. Never watched a game of basketball in my life. Never will. It's not my thing. So yeah, so that's what we got to. There were a couple of other things. When my brain hasn't turned to porridge from all these cans, I'll shout them out again. He also asked me about, do you know the longest road in America? I said, yeah, I do actually. He said, yes, it's not Route 66. I said, yeah, I know it isn't. He says, no, it's the 10 freeway. Goes from California to Florida. I said, it isn't, Buster. I said, it's the I-90 freeway and the northern part of the state. He's like, no. I said, it is. The 10's long. I think the 10 is the second longest, but it's not the longest. Anyway, he went and had a look on Google. He said, oh, you're right, Brigadier, you're right. I thought it was the 10. I said, no, mate, it's the I-90. It goes right across the top. So, from one side to other. Right, guys, this is phase 2 looking good already. I'm now up to the fence. And I've got to start getting in there. But it is a little bit easier for me at the moment. So, I'm going to keep battling. I love a cup of tea. I'd absolutely love a cup of tea at the moment or two. I'd love it. I'm going to keep battling, guys. I'm going to keep battling. Oh, shit. Look, I've broke my hoop. Oh, shit. That's another 20 quid gone down the drain. Oh, crap. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, fiddlesticks. I broke my hoop. It might glue. It might glue. Unlikely. Looks like it's I'll carry on with the other one. Keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. as I dig for one bit, I find other bits, guys. I turned around a second ago, I thought I've only got that little pile in front of me to clean. As I've moved stuff, I found other stuff. Wow, this is relentless. But I've come here to be relentless. As I said, Mrs. O made me a nice breakfast this morning. Loads of bottles as well. Those are these glass bottles. These are heavy. This is what the problem with these glass ones are. They're really heavy. Oh, you bugger. I've lost it completely now. Come into here, guys. I've made my way quite a way along. Bags stashed everywhere over the wall, but believe it or not, I've got to go and get some more bags. I have some stuff down my trousers. Gerard, where's your trousers? Well, down my shorts anyway. I've run out. I have to go and get a few more. I don't know how many more I've got on me. I think I've got enough to do what I want to do. Just really, this is just down to how far I want to go today. Well, I've got to be honest, it's got easier, believe it or not, in this ivy bit. It has got easier. So as you see, it's just utterly relentless, guys. Utterly relentless. As I said, coming here on my own has been a bit of a mistake, but I just haven't got time to wait for anyone else to come and help me at the moment. My diary's full. My diary is full. And I'm going fishing with my best mate on Friday this week. It's now Tuesday. I should have saved this one for Walk Littlest. I said we'd meet up in the summer. I should have really saved this one for me and him, but never mind. Never mind. I'm here now, so in for a penny, in for a pound sort of thing. Right, let's go and get a couple more bags and keep making my way along. I'm Billy Bollocks at the moment, guys. I'm absolutely Billy Bollocks. Whew. Right, guys, I've made my way quite a way along here. I am into the last zone, but I've only got 4 more bags on me. I want to keep a couple of bags for the walk home as well, you see. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put a picture up right now of what I get going home. So that's going up on the screen as we talk. Oh. Whew. Not doing my vertigo any good, this ain't. Right, let's throw that out. So I've got a pile of bags down there like there's no tomorrow at the moment, and I've still got more to add. As I said, this is the last sort of segment. I just don't know if I've got enough bags to finish it, with wanting to keep a couple to go home. I mean, whatever I do here today has been a massive bonus. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Probably a longer video today, guys, for day 4. So oh dear, this is the problem now though. this sort of tree's fallen over, and I don't really want to be climbing through it too much. I just don't want to fall over and hurt myself. I'm going fishing in a couple of days. Don't want to go falling over and spend the afternoon in flipping A&E down at Hillingdon Hospital or something over this. Let's just climb around a bit, get my footing. Welcome to the UK, guys. Welcome to the UK. Welcome to the 21st century United Kingdom, when no street corner doesn't have a pile of shit on it. Right guys, there's some rubbish beyond that, but I'm not going to be able to get it today. I need this foliage to die back a bit. I have to come back in the winter and come and get this. I might come up with chili and give it another refresher in the winter like we did. I mean, by the time this video comes out, I might have well done it again. I might have done, but at the moment it's summer 2025 and I just need a lot of this to grow back, die off. It's just no point me being here hours just for a couple more bags. I'm going to have one attempt to get to it, guys. Oh shit, nearly went tits up. I'm going to have one attempt to get to it. If I can't, I'm just going to call it a day and move all the bags to the road. Right guys, this is what we look like now. I've cleaned all that out the best I can. You remember how it was. There was just crap everywhere. I've come along here. This bit beyond the fence wasn't too bad actually. Well, it wasn't that difficult. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm pleased with that. I've got past that tree as well. I did get one bag beyond that tree in the end. So there wasn't much beyond there, believe it or not. So I'm really pleased with that today, guys. Really pleased with it. As I just walk up, I'll show you my pile of booty, and then I'm going to walk home, probably get a couple of bags walking home, as I said. So I'm just going to move this pile now, just 30 yards or so, but there's 24 bags and then a couple of bags of worth of unbaggables. So I'm really pleased with that, guys. So let me just move it round the corner and it'll make it easy for the council to pick up. Right guys, when I said I'll see you tomorrow, I lied slightly. I've added one bag to that pile of 6, which has now become a pile of 7. Got another bag just coming back and doing around the stairs and whatnot there. So thank you very much for watching. I'm definitely going to get a cup of tea now and definitely catch you tomorrow.